Welcome to the 6th episode of the Naked Eye podcast. This is Nathan Oxenfeld coming to you today from Asheville, North Carolina. In today's episode, I will point out 5 bad vision habits that you may be doing whether you know it or not, and offer 5 good vision habits that you can start doing today to encourage happier, healthier eyes, and to lead to clearer inner and outer vision. Before we get started though, I want to share a success story with you that one of my students sent me. One of the students I've been working with online via Skype is an orthodontist in Manhattan. He took 8 vision improvement lessons with me before I left for the Naked Eye book tour, and then had about a 3-month break while I was away. Shortly after I returned, he sent me an email that read this, quote, "Today I had amazing news. I went to the same optometrist that I saw 4 years ago. She was surprised that my astigmatism and both near and distance vision had improved significantly since my last examination. I had told her that my reason for the appointment was that I noticed that I could see distance and read better without my glasses than with them. She said that is logical since my vision was, quote, strangely better than it was when she wrote the last prescription." End quote. So he just got his new pair of weaker prescription glasses and is continuing to take more vision improvement lessons with me to continue improving his eyesight until he no longer needs any prescription. Not only does this testimony prove that the Bates method really can help improve vision, but it also demonstrates the process of what getting rid of your glasses looks like. Dr. Bates, who developed the Bates method, recommended that if you wanted to improve your vision, you had to just throw away your glasses and never wear them again. However, that was like about 100 years ago, and we live in a much different world now. What I encourage my students to do is to wean off of their glasses gradually and gently. So instead of going from, say, a -5 or a -6 prescription pair of glasses to no glasses at all, instead try dropping down to a -4, a -3, -2, and so forth. That way you can still function in your job or at school while you are in the process of improving your vision naturally. You get a little assistance from the visual crutches, but they don't totally take the job away from the eyes. You're essentially reversing the process that made your vision worse in the first place, backtracking backwards, back down in prescription, sort of like training wheels, until you no longer need them. Which actually brings us to the first bad vision habit that you need to break if you want to improve your vision naturally. These bad vision habits were noticed originally by Dr. William Bates, who developed the Bates method. It was during the time when he was doing lots of independent research and experiments to figure out what the underlying root cause of vision problems was. When he noticed these differences, he studied thousands of pairs of eyes, people with perfect vision, people with poor vision, with all different types of vision problems. And it didn't take him very long to notice these trends, these differences between people who had perfect vision and people who had poor vision. So I've summarized these into 5 bad vision habits. The first bad vision habit is wearing glasses. Dr. Bates very quickly realized that people with poor vision wore glasses and people with perfect vision didn't wear glasses. Now at first this might seem like a no-brainer, like a very obvious fact, but Dr. Bates took it one step farther. And he posed the question, well, if I ask my patients who wear glasses to stop wearing glasses, what will that do to their eyes? Will it allow their eyes to start to go more towards what the people who have perfect vision's eyes are like? So the alternative to wearing glasses is not wearing glasses. Spending more time without your glasses on. Whether it's first thing in the morning instead of putting your glasses or contacts in right away. Maybe go out for a little stroll, a little walk. Take your dog for a walk or just walk outside without your glasses on. Give your eyes a moment in the morning to breathe, to stretch out, to relax. do more activities throughout the day without them. Really start to analyze your relationship with your glasses. What are some activities that you absolutely need your glasses for, like driving, at work or at school or in a social gathering? But what are some activities that you don't necessarily need them for? For me, one of the first things I realized I didn't really need my glasses for was yoga. They were actually kind of annoying in a yoga class. In a downward dog, they would fall off, or especially if it was like a hot yoga class, I'd get all sweaty and they would get all foggy. So I started doing yoga without them. And granted, I couldn't really see the teacher in the front. I couldn't see very many of the other people in the class. But that was okay. I found it to be more relaxing. I could go inward more. It was less about what's going on the outside and more about what's going on in the inside in yoga anyway. So then I started doing meditation without my glasses and other types of exercise without my glasses, going on little jogs or riding my bike without my glasses. Obviously being safe and mindful of the activities you do without your glasses on, but, just do things at home, like doing the dishes without your glasses or vacuuming or doing some chores. If you're nearsighted and you don't necessarily need your glasses to read, do some reading without them. Maybe experiment. If you're watching a movie at a movie theater or at home, watch the movie without the glasses. Try that out. And like I mentioned in the testimonial before, another good way to break the addiction to glasses is using weaker prescriptions. So whether that's asking your eye doctor to give you slightly undercorrected glasses to 20/40 or a little bit less, or ordering a pair of glasses online that's a little bit weaker prescription. Or if you happen to have older pairs of glasses, chances are that they have weaker prescriptions, so you can just go backwards in your glasses collection. This leads us to the second bad vision habit, which is straining. It wasn't enough for people to just not wear glasses, because Dr. Bates found that once people took their glasses off, a lot of times they ended up straining, and that's not good. That's a bad vision habit that leads to blurry vision. So what is straining? Different manifestations of straining include squinting your eyes, squeezing your eyes. Those are physical manifestations of straining, but there's also mental strain. Stress or tension in your mind. Maybe you're going through a very stressful period in your life, at work or at school. It can also be emotional strain. So maybe an emotional experience or a traumatic experience. All of these things can tie in with the eyes and the vision. And any type of strain leads to lower vision. So the opposite of straining is relaxing. Dr. Bates found that people who had perfect vision tended to have more relaxed eyes, and beyond that, tended to be more relaxed in general throughout their whole system, their whole nervous system. So instead of taking off your glasses and straining or trying to see like you just saw through your glasses, try relaxing instead. The process of improving your vision is about learning how to focus through relaxation instead of focusing through straining. Try this for a second. If you just consciously strain or squeeze or tense your eyes so much that it actually makes your vision worse or blurs, and inhale as you're holding that, and then exhale and just let all that go and just relax all the muscles of the eyes, relax your mind. And notice how that can actually make the blur disappear and make the clarity come through. And if you do that several times and really demonstrate to yourself that straining is not a good vision habit, it may lead to a little more clarity temporarily by squinting or squeezing, but it's not sustainable. You need to learn how to relax and focus by relaxing instead. So our third bad vision habit that you need to break is staring. Dr. Bates found that people with poor vision tended to stare a lot more than people with perfect vision. There's something called saccadic eye movements, which are very tiny micro adjustments or vibrations of the eye. And the average rate of saccadic eye movements is anywhere between 60 and 100 times per second. Now these movements are super small, they're very subtle, almost undetectable, But every single second, your eyes want to be moving at least 60 to 100 times per second. That rate can be higher, it can also be lower. And sure enough, people with perfect vision tend to have higher rates of saccadic eye movements, and people with poor vision tend to have lower rates of saccadic eye movements. Their eyes are a little more sluggish, they don't move as much, and are really good at staring. Like I used to be when I used to wear glasses, when I had vision problems. I used to be really good at staring, of locking in on an object and not moving my eyes at all. And that's partly because of the glasses, too. I feel like glasses encourage the bad vision habit of staring. Because why look around freely in all directions if you can just look straight ahead? When you look through the glasses, it's clear in the middle, but the whole peripheral field around the edge of the glasses is blurry. And so you develop this habit of not exploring your whole visual range, not going beyond outside the rim of the glass. And it really narrows your vision, creates this sense of tunnel vision. So the alternative, the good vision habit that you want to start doing is moving your eyes more, freeing your eyes from the stare. And not only moving your eyes more, but letting that freedom break up the rigidity in the rest of your body. Moving your head more, your neck, your shoulders, releasing tension and tightness and strain from all the muscles around your eyes, head, neck, and shoulders. Because if there's any type of muscular tension or tightness in the neck and shoulders, that is going to translate into tight and tense muscles around your eyes. Another way you can break the habit of staring is with your breath. Staring is always associated with a shallow breath. So if you deepen your breath, take a big inhale through your nose and a big exhale, a sigh of relief out of your mouth, and create this deep rhythmic breathing pattern, that shakes loose the tightness in your eyes. It gets your eyes to start moving as well. So moving your eyes, moving your body, moving your breath are all good strategies to break the bad vision habit of staring. Our fourth bad vision habit is overworking your eyes. We're all guilty of this, especially in this age of computers and screens and extremely high visual demanding tasks. We ignore the messages that our eyes are sending us. They send us messages all day long saying, hey, I'm a little tired, I need a little break. You've been using me all day and you haven't shut me once. The way our eyes evolved and developed were to be used primarily during the daytime when the sun is out. So we use our eyes all day long, and then when the sun goes down, we stop using them as much. We still use them, but we rest them. Once we shifted the way that we lived our lives and started extending the daytime into the night with artificial lights and TVs and computers and movies, all kinds of things, we were overworking our eyes. So we need to make sure we're taking better care of our eyes. So you need to start listening to the messages your eyes send you. When your eyes feel tight or tense or strained or tired, listen to them. Give them a little break. Rest them. Do a little palming. Cover up your eyes with your palms. Let your eyes relax and rejuvenate. It's kind of like recharging your eyes. You know, every day we recharge our iPhones and our iPads, but we just drain our actual eyes. The batteries in our eyes are empty, and we just keep pushing them forward. Tune in with your body. Listen to your eyes. Become more aware of how they feel throughout the day during the different activities. And if your job depends on looking at a computer all day long, please make sure to build little breaks into your day. Look away from the screen very frequently. Close your eyes. Breathe. Do some palming. Get up, walk away from the screen. Look out a window. Look up at the clouds. Look far, far away to balance out the near and the far. And just treat your eyes like the rest of your body. If your feet and your legs were exhausted from walking several miles or running, you would quickly find a chair or a couch or something to sit down and put your feet up and rest them. But when your eyes are tired, what do? You put on a movie, you play cards, you get on your computer, you look at your phone, you read a book. You just keep using your eyes. And sleeping isn't enough to rest the eyes, especially if you have bad vision habits. If you have habits of strain during the day, guess what? They stick around overnight. Dr. Bates found that people with vision problems have strain during the day. They still strain their eyes even while they're sleeping, sometimes even more when they're sleeping. So it's really good to learn the Bates method, learn the relaxation practices, and do them right before you go to sleep so that you can guarantee a nice, deep rest and relaxation of the eyes overnight. Our fifth and final bad vision habit is third eye blindness. And I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about inner vision, the insight, the ability to see things with your eyes closed. Dr. Bates found that people with perfect vision tended to have better insight, better memory, better visualization, and better imagination. And people with vision problems tended to have more difficulty seeing things with their eyes closed or picturing things with their eyes closed. So the way to break this bad vision habit of third eye blindness is by activating your mental focus, strengthening your insight, improving your memory, your imagination, your visualization. And within the Bates method is built into it lots of different ways to activate your insight, your mental vision. And I call the bad vision habit third eye blindness because a lot of your insight, the things you see with your eyes closed, and your ability to picture things and remember things and visualize things goes right into the brain, into the pineal gland and pituitary glands. Pineal gland is what secretes melatonin and other hormones that produce images while you're sleeping, your dreams. Other areas of the brain are activated to access memories, to recall images, experiences. Vision is so much more than just your eyesight. It's not just what you see on the outside. It's what you see on the inside. And if you can make what you see and think and envision on the inside clearer and sharper and more vivid, that will translate directly to how you see the world on the outside, clearer, sharper, more vivid. So to recap, instead of wearing glasses, straining, squinting, staring, and overworking your eyes and blinding your inner vision, you should start wearing your glasses less and less or wear weaker prescriptions. Learn how to relax your eyes and keep them relaxed during use. Train your eyes to stay in constant and gentle motion. Give your eyes the rest they need and activate your inner vision and mental focus. Replacing all of those 5 bad vision habits with good vision habits will get your eyes back in balance and your vision back to normal. So if you need any assistance in learning and applying these good vision habits, I would strongly encourage you to consider getting some professional help from a certified Bates Method teacher. Whether you live in North Carolina and can come in for in-person training, or we can work together online via Skype remotely from wherever you're listening to this podcast from, or you can find out if there's a Bates Method teacher locally in your area that you can work with in person. Because having a vision coach is the best way to obtain the fastest and most permanent results. So for all the information about the vision improvement lessons that I offer, please visit my website, integraleyesight.com. That's integraleyesight.com. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a very clear